Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I am here to tell you guys how to avoid flashback. I know a lot of girls and guys struggle with this. Even I struggle with it, even my friends struggle with it, and I don't even know how to tell people sometimes, like, girl, you need to fix that. This is such a big topic, especially because if you do flash photography like I do, if you go on my Instagram and see all my pictures on there, I use flash for every single one of them. So this is really important for me, and I just want to share my tips to you guys and tricks and all that good stuff. So if you guys want to see what I do to avoid getting flashback, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I went ahead and applied my foundation. I feel like with foundation it's pretty simple. Just make sure your foundation doesn't have sunscreen if you plan on taking flash photography, because I've been there, done that. It's not cute whatsoever. The two that I know that gave me a flashback was my Estee Lauder Double Wear and my Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Foundation. Those two I don't think have sunscreen in them, but for some reason they gave me flashback. So just telling you guys right now, do not take flash photography with them. But the one I do recommend is my Stila Stay All Day Foundation. This is in the shade Deep. I think I've done a review on this, I'm not sure, but I love this foundation so much. It looks good on camera, it looks bomb, looks flawless, doesn't give you flashback, so that's really good. But just, yeah, make sure you guys know about that. It's really simple with foundation. Okay, so moving on to concealer, it's important that your concealer is at least 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. This one is the lightest one I have, and it's my Urban Decay Naked Skin in dark golden. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this on my face. Okay, so moving on to the baking powder, it's important that your baking powder does not have silica in it. If it does have silica, you guys, you're done for. I'm telling you right now, so many girls have gotten played with powder that has silica in it, because it's gonna give you that automatic white cast that you're not looking for whatsoever. So the one that I do recommend is my Mercier translucent powder, and this is the one, yeah, in translucent obviously. But this one, I know a lot of girls, when you see it, you're just kind of scared. You're like, this is white, like white, and I know it's white, but it's a cult favorite for a reason, because it's that good. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out the creases underneath my eyes, and then that way I can just go ahead and start baking. So what I do first is I dip my sponge into the powder, and then I press the powder underneath my eyes first before I go ahead and bake, because when you do this, it's just gonna really help blend it out at the end, and it's not gonna look cakey also. So that's really, really good. Okay, so this is my face. I'm gonna let it bake for a little bit, and then I'll be right back to show you guys the most important step, I feel like, out of everything that I've told you guys. This is really important, so just stick around and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've let it bake for a little bit. So what I'm gonna do next, I think it's really important. So I'm gonna take my brush that I use to brush away my baking powder. I'm just gonna go ahead and dip it into my finishing powder. And now finishing powder is basically what you use to set your whole entire face, and that should be close to your skin tone. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the powder and then tap it off. And I'm gonna go ahead and brush up the powder on my face. Now this is really gonna help with blending the powder into your skin and not leaving that white cast that it usually does. Okay, so you guys can see that it doesn't leave that white cast, especially with using my powder to brush up the other powder. It just looks so good. It looks like my skin tone. It still looks highlighted, but it doesn't look ashy. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna go ahead and take my finishing powder, and then I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. I'm just gonna dip some of that onto my brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and just set my whole entire face. And this is just gonna help with blending everything together and not leaving anything unblended. Okay, so everything looks really blended, looks really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I'll show you guys the very last important step, and I'll be done. Finally, I'll be done talking, because I know I can talk a lot. So bear with me, but I'll be right back. Okay, so before I apply my highlighter and all that good stuff, I'm going to go ahead and spritz my face. This is so important because it's going to get rid of all that powder on your face and just make everything come together. So this is like one of my favorite parts. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I'm obsessed with this one. I do know they have a new packaging, so it's going to look a little bit different if you go to the stores, but it's still the same formula. I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face. Okay, so we're finally done. I really do hope these tips and tricks helped you guys out. If you do try it out, please let me know down below. I really would appreciate that. And also don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. But besides that, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.